Have you ever wanted more pleasure in your life? Still in the right space. Hey, it's Rachel. I've been an intimacy coach for 10 years, which has inspired me to do this extended series where we're talking about ways to incorporate pleasure into your everyday life for yourself, but also in a partner relationship if you're interested. Now, this month we're talking about ways to support a partner by really understanding what their needs are. And this is so important in what I do because over 10 years period of time, I found that there's two camps of women talking about needs. There's this side of the fence over here of women who say they've been articulating what their needs are, but you're not meeting them. And then there's the other side of the fence, which is the majority of women, which have just been told that men will understand what women want and then they will give it to them. So this whole series is literally about ways to deliver some messages from women to their partners because they either don't know what the word is to say it, they don't think that you're hearing them, or maybe you're hearing it through a lens of taking things personal, which they don't want you to do either, okay? They just are wanting to articulate how to communicate best. Ways to be loved. Basically. Okay, so today what I want to talk about is emotional labor division. You're not going to like this one per se. A lot of men don't, but it's so important that we do. When I started this series, I was talking about the influence that women in America have had around their identities since World War II. Since World War II happened, that was when women that were white women started going into the workplace and deciding, but also having the permission to be something more than just a wife and a homemaker. What happened after World War II ended and men came back from the war, there was kind of a division where most men were like, get back to the kitchen. And some women are like, okay, I'll do that. And then other women were like, absolutely not. Like, I totally love doing what I'm doing and having fulfillment outside of, dusting and raising the children and so on and so forth. What happens here is very crucial because even though men came back from the war, there was a split off. And even though women may not have fully gone back to the kitchen and maintaining the home, they now were just adding another hat on. Okay. In most households, even today, the division of labor when it comes to emotional stuff is unequal. I understand that you work a hard job as a man. I understand that you are a provider as a man. I understand that you put money in that bank account. You run that household in your perspective. But for somebody who may be on the other side of the fence, usually the feminine partner, there is carpooling to organize. There's dentist appointments to make sure that the kids get to. There's, the emergency throw up in the middle of the night that they're attending to. There's being a part of a PTA into your community and going to the church and going to the gym and being involved in all of these things that you might not be thinking about. And so again, just because your job may be more physical does not mean that she's not emotionally and mentally exhausted by wearing so many hats for your children and your family members and yourself and herself in trying to organize all of these things. When we can get very clear in seeing what that division is, we can also get very clear in seeing, is it fair? If it's not fair, you need to give her grace. No wonder she's fucking exhausted. No wonder she cannot give you what you're looking for at the end of the night because she's got nothing left. And so if the division is more fair, then she can also divide more attention to you. If she doesn't have to do bill planning or future estate planning or appointment planning, then she has 10 to 15 to 30 more minutes to think about her husband, her partner, her desire, her libido. That's just the way it's going to go. I know it's not an easy conversation. I know it's not a fun conversation, but if it's going to give us more of what we want in the long run, it seems to me like it's probably worth it, right? Okay, well, I gotta go because I'm way past the 3 minutes, but thank you so much for being here. I'll be back tomorrow. And if you like, subscribe, tell your friends about it, and support. I appreciate you. Have a great day.